Hi folks, and welcome to part 2 of my Ultimate General Revolution playthrough. We're playing as the Americans. In part 1, you saw us just start to form the Continental Army and fight the first battle at Concord, and the British are hightailing it back to Boston with their tails between their legs. This episode, we're going to have a look more at the economy, start building up some infrastructure, which will hopefully allow us to make a bigger, better equipped army and kick the British off the continent once and for all. Alright, so the Brits are running back to Boston. We kicked them good, kicked them out. I don't think our army's in a good situation. Wait, hang on a minute. Bring up the general. Because right now, our troops are skirmishing on the map with the enemy generals. That's very interesting. Can we capture them? You notice how that Marcus instantly runs away. I'm not a coward, honest. What happens is... Oh, hang on just a minute. Put them into Leicester here. What happens is that your generals on the map can be caught and killed and captured by enemy troops. Let's bring the Leicester garrison out here. We've got 2 guys. So let's bring half them over. There's a load of weapons and ammunition here dropped from the battle. We need to pick that up, actually. So... you actually need to loot the spoils of the fight afterwards. You need to have guys ready to do that. It's kind of confusing what's happening over there. But I'm going to try and get them in. Because what I want to do is bring those experienced troops out of there. I'm not quite sure we're supposed to be doing this, you know. I don't think the game's supposed to be handling things like this. But I'm going to get the line regiments out because they are considerably weakened. We're not taking casualties, but we're not killing these guys either. Construct a recruiting house. The local buildings are critical for army and economic development, as well as for social stability. A recruiting house enhances the pool of available recruits for military service. Let's take a look at the missions, because this is I'm not sure this is working properly. Either way, these guys should either be running away or should be captured, but we will do what we do. So, we have begin a tactical battle. I think once the day ticks over, it'll realize we did that at Concord, and we will win that. Create a militia. Okay, we need to recruit some militia. We can't. Oh, we can. We've got space to do that now. Construct production infrastructure in Hartford. That's very specific. It has to be down here. And a recruiting house in Hartford. Okay, let's go to Hartford. This is probably going to be our major headquarters. Although Newport and Providence look quite suitable too. So first job, let's get a militia regiment going. We will need to give them a commander. Stats do matter. This guy looks better all-rounded. I'm going to put this one in. You're going to see why in a minute. So we're going to add. Now we can put artillery in. Early artillery is likely to not be very good. We're just going to go with regular militia for this one, I think. We've got 3,000 civilian muskets in the arsenal. And I think militia regiments cap out at 4 companies. That's correct. You can mix and match, actually, artillery and skirmishers in there. So we're going to create that. So that one is they don't muster all at once. They take a while to gather, which I think is a very nice feature. So that one will... create the militia, will tick off that goal. That'll be pretty cool. We need to construct a recruiting house. And actually, let me just think. There is a screen. Colonies management, is it here? No, this is... oh, we can automate the construction. Doctrine. Okay, so if I go to Connecticut and click on this... we can put a doctrine in. Construction doctrine will boost this colony with faster construction times. It costs that much. Is that per month? It might be. Let's tick that. So that's costing us 500 per month to boost construction in Connecticut. In this case, in Hartford. I don't know if there's more of Connecticut. If we control it, it would count. I don't know. We'll come across that later. We're not spending any more money because, although we have a lot, that will go down. Okay, but that wasn't the screen I was looking for. There's army management, where we can do stuff with prisoners We can actually ask for a prisoner exchange. We captured more than that, so why do we only have 166 in here? I don't know. We've got the market. This is where we can buy stuff. Okay, now buying stuff is good. We've got French Charleville 66 muskets. You'll notice the stats aren't quite as good as the Brown Bess, the British one. I imagine, I mean, they're comparable. We've got the Spanish 55, which is actually slightly better than the French one. It's in melee where the Brown Bess seems to have the advantage. The short Brown Bess, not many of those. And the civilian muskets. Actually, these are just outright just worse at shooting. The rest of the... Actually, these are all equivalent at shooting. I think that's probably a fair assessment. Okay, but what can we buy? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy all of these. 2,300? That's a whole lot of money. The Brown Bess are expensive. 26, 17. And the Spanish are quite expensive as well. But we need them, and when we have enough to outfit an unit, we will actually switch them over. That's pricey. And we can buy cannon, the ships as well, which we'll get into later on. And then there's stuff that yes, there's stuff. We will consider that at a later date. We can assign projects at the HQ. Factories and shipyards, really? Oh, okay. Let's go for a ship. I need to look into this to see what we need to build. I'm going to go for durability. That's cheap. That's faster. I'm going to go for an unrated cutter. And we're not going to go continuous. We're going to go 1. And we've got 2 shipyards building. Okay, that's cool. It needs wood, textiles for the sails, and cash. We will learn more about the Navy and what we need later on. So these are places that were captured. Unit in Leicester, engineering department. Okay, that's stuff about this. So we can now do an artillery department. Let's get it on. 9 experience. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just spend that, and you'll see why shortly. Because we want to get the departments opened up, which opens up options in the game. But then we can actually start researching projects within those departments and make them better. We do need to assign an officer in here. Oh, we have good ones as well. This is nice. So these two have better stats. I would say Bainton Fitzpatrick is the guy for this job. Those stats add up to more than the others. Can we switch him out? You can actually switch people out. We don't need to at the moment, though, so that's fine. Thank you. Yeah, leave it. And forage payment. Unit can pay for forage or loot provisions. Looting will impact loyalty. I think we want that on, because we want to pay for provisions, otherwise we're going to upset the population. And that's something we're going to let the British do. So, quartermaster, we can build wagons, or we can increase research speed. Let's go for building wagons. Then we can carry supplies around with us. Okay, that bit is going through. So anyway, that wasn't what I was trying to do. We need to construct production infrastructure in Hertford. Now, there's something... This wasn't... We'll come back to this in a minute. Locality list. There is a button somewhere where we can assign an officer. And it doesn't look like it's on any of these. So let me just bring... Let's click on Hertford, this area. Oh, it's here. We just click on the area. We can assign an officer. We've got the artillery department. Were we not paused? And we've got the reward for the militia. Excellent. Just pause that. We'll go and look at things in a minute. So if I assign an officer for this, this officer will boost construction in the region. Let's do that. And do we have? We have one person who can do it. Samson Byrne. Let's put him in. Construction points. The reason I'm just going to do it here, we'll get him back later. We must try and remember. I don't know if there's another screen where the game tells you what you've done with these. So we could do it there as well, but we're out of officers now. But we want to try and get Hertford building as fast as possible. So we need to do a construction house. Sorry, a recruiting house, beg your pardon. Just for the mission. But on and this is where the game gets confusing. On a separate screen, we've got constructions management. Right, so in Hertford, this is like infrastructure. This is different stuff. it tells us we have limited slots for this. We want to build production infrastructure. Now, this is super important. The gold we have, the supplies, these get used up very fast. But this is going to give us a factory which we can then use to produce guns. So that's going to take 26 days. We'll just let that go. The confusing thing is, when we click on Hartford, these other buildings, they also take up various number of these materials. So lots of things to keep an eye on here. But the game actually does a decent job, I think, of taking you through it. Or at least telling you what to do next, if not fully explaining it. It does at least give you a direction. So, did we capture anyone up here? No, I don't think we did. Let's bring these guys back home. So, we have in Providence, we have 1 line regiment. Let's get Cole's men in there. And I'll also join this place. So putting units into and out of cities is a bit of a... It feels like a little bit cumbersome, but it does work. And when they are in a city or a settlement, that is the only time that you can modify the units in there. So, and that's when they'll receive replacements as well. So you can see we've got these two. They look like they've received replacements, which is great. Let me just pause this. So we're going to edit this. If you wanted to change weapons, you have to do it 1 company at a time. Which on one hand is great, you can mix and match. But on the other hand, it's a little bit cumbersome. I wonder if there's a better way of doing that. But let us add more line infantry into this. Another consideration we have to take here is that these line companies require officers. And I don't know where that is. It's up here, is it? They require specialists, which count as low-ranked officers. The game takes a lot of stuff into account. We've got to watch a lot of things here. But anyway, we do want these to be as large as possible. Because we don't have many line infantry. Did we do that one? Yeah, we did that one. Okay. That's good. And the militia, well, we can modify the militia. Let's put some skirmishers in there. What about some artillery? What do we have in stock, actually? We've got 3-pounder Galloper guns. I mean, why not? Why not? It's not going to do much, but it starts it off. Alright, so what we need to do is probably garrison some of these places. But we have a bit of an army walking around. Boston could come out and just, like, swat us away at any moment. Let's go and take El Generalissimo here by himself. And let's go take a look over here. You'll notice that I'm not building anything in the other areas. I probably should, actually. Yeah, actually, we will build something. What we want is... Carpenter shop is faster recruitment. Sorry, not recruitment. It is more construction materials. Faster construction. I think what we want is the specialist one, which is the schoolhouse. Increase the amount of specialists. It takes 5 of these materials. What are these actually called? Yeah, materials. Okay. Let's do that, because we're going to have a shortage of specialists if we want to make more officers and all the rest. So where's the schoolhouse gone? There it is. Leicester. We'll even put one in there. There we go. I don't really want to burn anymore. So there's 400 men in Fort Stevens. We are going to call for... We've got 1,000 here. Let's leave the garrison. And let's come over and join us up here. Now, I've got 1 lot of militia. Connecticut Patriots. The Connecticut Patriots have established a militia in Hartford, Massachusetts Bay. Where have they come from? These are bonus ones. Excellent. Let's make sure... I'm going to garrison New... Oh, hang on. Leave. Now, we can't see them. But we can't see their progress because we have no officer to watch them, or no general. This is going to be an interesting feature of the game, and we'll have to see just what we make of this. Do you know what? These guys are still recruiting. But I'm going to bring the militia out with their cannon. Let's see. See, we've lost sight of this. We know that it was there when it was last spotted. This is quite a good feature for the enemy, that we can get reports on the enemy. But, oh, hang on. We've got 150 militia in there. Do you know what? Let's edit the unit. Let's just fill it full of militiamen. Whether this is wise or not, I don't know, but we're going to do it. Whether we can hold Portsmouth or not, I don't honestly know, but we're going to try and do it. So we're constructing the recruiting house, we're doing the infrastructure, and begin a tactical battle. I thought that would have counted with the battle at Concord, but apparently not. Right, Cole's men, good. Those are good. Cuthbertson's, not so much. 400 men in Fort Stevens. It's got good supplies here, so we want to make sure we get this.
Push through.
Wait till everyone's in place. I should maybe have waited. There we go, let's go for a battle. I should maybe have waited until my guys were recovered in all their condition before marching in. That is an important thing. Also, I think the battlefield matters depending on which side you approach from. It generates a battlefield depending on the terrain you were stood in when you started it. Are we in different places now? We are. So we have different... Oh, God. We have different deployment boxes. Okay. That's our line infantry there. So we can see the fort. It does have cannons. Oh, we have... I thought... Did I not march up the artillery? I did. It's there. That's as far forward as it will go. Right, start battle. I would like to remain hidden in the woods if possible. We'll move them all up. The few little cannons that I have are not going to make a massive difference to anything. Let's go fast on this one. Oh, I need to move the general as well. So what we need to do is try and get some spotting out of here. I don't know if I can do that whilst remaining hidden. Apparently I cannot. I should have probably have moved the other guy up. Right, let's get the cannons front and centre. Nice sound effects. Right, see if you can shoot those. My militiamen with 3-pounder guns. Now, 3-pounder guns are not as good as... They're probably like 6-pounder field guns or something. Right, can artillery be ordered to hold? They can, but I don't know if that means they hold fire. Oof, did you see that? We got sniped. No, it's okay. They count as having some cover, which is beneficial. Again, we just move up. And we're going to have 2 companies on this side. I don't know why the enemy cannons appear outside of the fort. I would have thought the whole point of having a fort is that cannons can be in place in. Maybe it's not a high enough level fort for that sort of thing. We're winning in the kills to death ratio at the moment. I kind of wish we had some skirmishers, actually, to go and take... Oh, wait. The enemy are sending light infantry out. There's some sort of rangers coming out. Well, good luck with that, mate. Okay, we're going to have to just gang up on that guy, I think. How's the cannon fire going? We're winning. I think we have a better angle on them, to be quite honest. I'm going to try and advance militia forwards to see if we can do this and cause some mayhem. I don't want to get into the range of the line. Yeah, their guys are obviously going to be better than my guys. I'm going to see if we can just get close enough. We don't have an order to form like a skirmish line. Well, we've chased them off. Oh, have we... Okay, very good. That will do. Can I move 2 regiments up? I mean, I'm thinking of using this as cover. I'm hoping this light infantry is getting destroyed out there. Do you know what? Let's do this. Because what I want to do is try and make sure that the enemy don't have anywhere to escape from. We've obviously got a nice heavy attack going in from this side. Not quite sure who's getting shot at there, so let's pull back. Let's bring the artillery up where it can be more effective, but just stay slightly out of range. We do have canister fire in the game. I do not intend to advance that close. Okay, we are engaging at this side. Just pull back a little bit, because we are going to engage on this side entirely. But we might just wait for these guys to be unexhausted if we can. I hope I haven't got too close. Okay, we're ready to spring the trap. And at this point, we think if we've got them surrounded, we might be able to bag the entire garrison. Well, I'm not entirely sure that this is a thing, but we are going to try. Let's get our men into position to fight. Very proud of the cannons there. They've actually done a good job. There are still enemy guns on there. Okay. And they look like they're manned and they're now on the ramparts. Can you see? Can you see those two? I do not know if they're shooting back. I don't think we really want to get involved in that. So this is a case of let's just occupy them from this side. Right, let's now put some firepower onto these units and attack from all sides. Quite happy just to snipe away at long range. Keep targeting the... Yeah, that's it, nice. Keep targeting enemy artillery. I do like the look of the fort. We're not knocking holes in the wall, at least not with 3-pounder cannonballs. I do like the volleys. The rippling volleys, the smoke. Oh, those guys are leaving. Nice. So let's get these 2 regiments to outflank this one. And these 2... We're not going over the walls, but we will plunge some firepower onto those. British do have the defensive position, but this is just a case of we have. Okay, ammunition is nearly out. That's going to be something we're going to have to consider. Also, get my leader into the thick of this. There's low ammunition everywhere on this side. I guess what we're doing is a lot of long-range sniping and skirmishing. And what we probably want to do is go up and over the walls at this point. There we go, these guys are completely broken. These lot have surrendered, nice. Let's go in. The idea now is to make sure nobody gets out of this fort. This is our fort, and we're going to take the entire garrison. That is the whole point of this. They've surrendered. The artillery's... Oh, nice. That means we might capture all the artillery pieces with a bit of luck. These guys are coming out. Shoot them. Shoot them. Charge. We've got him. It's fine. Well, we're charging that one. Okay. Well, we'll charge that one. I'm not a fussy man. Has everything surrendered? When everything surrenders... Actually, I'm just going to take that fort. These guys have got through. Oh, but not necessarily. There we go. They thought they'd broken through, but we had some people stop them. I think we've actually bagged the entire garrison there. I'm just going to make sure this turns blue. I don't think it matters. I don't know whether we get any bonus points for that, but job done. Excellent. So the actual casualties were very, very similar, look. That is remarkably similar for long-range skirmishing. Again, none of this makes any difference. I just don't know why it says my flag and then captured. In fact, it only shows one of those. It says heavy casualties, but I think they were captured. Right, we'll stop looking at that screen. If someone can explain it in the comments down below, that would be hugely appreciated. So, another big fight. That should definitely count for our tactical battle win. And from what I can tell, that should be as good up here. We do need to capture the place still. Are you the guys with the artillery? International relations changes report. Oh, okay. Yes, there is diplomacy in this. We're not going to worry too much about it. And that's our reward for the tactical battle. And we do have prisoners to exchange now. We've got a mission for this, so we will do it. So, Cuthbertson, you are the artillery. Roberts, you are not. So you can go in there. Capture that. Everybody else is going to come back down. I wonder if we could go at Salem. Let's have a look at Salem. Although, to be quite honest, we need to resupply. And by the way, folks, you'll be pleased maybe to hear that there is actually a supply network in this game. And we can see... Okay, so Portsmouth's like a supply centre. That will supply Fort Stevens, so we'll be okay. The British at Fort Stevens are currently cut off. They're not getting supply because their supply centre goes back to Salem and then Boston. This is a thing, if we can make a difference by cutting places off. Like, if we could take Boston, this would cause a mess for Middlesbrough and stuff, but Boston's very heavily defended. And our supply centre comes back to Providence and Hartford. Okay, interesting, that's good. Territory, resources, loyalty. Ooh, not so loyal up here. We'll have to put that right. We'll burn a few villages. No, wait, hang on, that's what the British would do. We won't burn a few villages. So we have a militia regiment here. Where should we put them? We will send them to Providence. Can we just leave like that? I think we can. When I've played before, we've had to leave the settlement first, but these guys made it to Newport. Excellent. Let's increase them. Let's put some Minutemen in there. So we've got some light infantry. I kind of like making some different units up. Right, we do need to get you back here. Oh, I think to do anything with Roberts... Oh, no, I can join the garrison. But there's a... let me just go and see up here. Oh, he's captured that equipment. That's fine. So, Fort Stevens. We need to... Actually, what I'm going to do... I'm going to build a printing press here. Can I afford it? I can afford it. And that's going to increase the loyalty in this region over time.
Advance quickly.
A good bit of propaganda works wonders. You've successfully constructed a recruiting house. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. So that went very quickly, I think, thanks to all the bonuses and everything I'm giving this place. So we've got the recruiting house. The next thing we're going to build... Now, a blacksmith house gives us production points. I'm not... I'm going to guess that works towards factories. Carpenter's shop gives us more construction materials. It's rather confusing. A church reduces the effect of heavy losses on units from an area on the loyalty, which is kind of useful. Oh, schoolhouse for specialists. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for that. Be a good one. I kind of need to save 40 of these, so I should be a bit careful there. Yeah, I need to save 40 of those. That would be very wise. So far, we're doing well. You can see our guys, though, they're not too bad for ammunition. These are not so good for ammunition. They will replenish it. At the moment, they'll replenish faster if they're in a settlement. I think they replenish out on a map as long as they're in supply. I was quite impressed how well the artillery did there, actually. So, yeah, the ammunition is very low. Do I have a global supply for ammunition? Oh, I can increase my army size. That's not a bad idea. We can recruit some more regiments down here. Capture Boston. This is a long-term goal. I'm going to consider Boston to be like a raid boss or a dungeon boss.
Keep moving.
Because our guys are not in a position at the moment. What we can do is try and pick them off and weaken them elsewhere. You should be in Providence, right? Good. So, Hartford. Let us recruit some more men. Can we do this? Oh, we have wagons? Oh, wait, hang on a minute. We've got that, but I don't think we have no, we don't have any officer. So we can't re-raise any more regiments until we've got some officers from somewhere. So that's something we're going to have to consider. So we have an army of 1750. If we don't count the garrisons, we need to leave someone garrisoning everywhere, I would say. Let me also make sure... Yeah, we've got 1,200 civilian muskets in the arsenal as well. Right, let me have a little look over all of these. Oh, I see. We've got some stuff. Town hall construction in Leicester is repaired. The Fort Stevens stockade is repaired. I guess we were blasting it away with cannons. Recruiting house in Hartford. Fort Stevens was captured. Tensions between various powers, which we don't have the diplomacy thing open yet. We don't really care. And it looks like we've got some stuff done. Alas, no officers. That's the thing. We will get more officers later. In fact, if I click on officer recruitment, we can get them in 10 turns time. It will give 2 officers with average skills. Let me see. Can I do anything else? The other thing is refill copper, which just gives us bonus copper resources. I don't think we need that. I think 2 officers at this point is going to be useful. So let's get that in progress, because we can't actually assign someone to this job until we do that. Right. And I can spend 9 points to get it going. I won't. It's 9 days. We will take that. I'll save the reputation for stuff that I think is probably going to be more important. So let's have a look at our guys. Oh, are these not... Oh, we haven't added the extra things in there. Right, okay. We will not have enough of the others. I need to go shopping. So you can have a mix of muskets. That's telling me it's getting kind of low on muskets now, which is never great. If I march out of Leicester, I have nothing to leave in there. So let me bring... Okay, right. We've got some line troops here. They want to be in the army. So let's march these guys over. I'm going to take a gamble. Let's bring over the militia. Now Newport is a nice place. I'm going to bring them over to here. I'm thinking of having a pop at Salem, but we need to do it in such a way that the army from Boston doesn't come charging out, because that is a scary force in there. It's got dragoons, regulars. Yeah. Oh, actually Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough we could take. That actually, let's do that. Let's put these guys here. Let's bring the army down. Oh no, wait. We want you. You want to be over there. But I am going to... Oh, they're still reinforcing. Okay, I don't need those. I don't know what's at Middlesbrough. I keep wanting to call it Middlesbrough because I live near there in the UK. But apparently that's the wrong thing to call it. Patriots from New Jersey are offering ammunition. Thank you very much. I just realised I've marched the artillery unit out without restocking ammunition fully, so that might be something I come to regret. Let's go down here.
Push through.
Should probably have a little look over there. See what's in that region. That's okay. We could assign a project, but I mean, I'll do that. It's not going to happen until we put an officer in there, unfortunately. But 7 days, and we'll have someone to put in. There's 700 men there. What are the chances of me drawing them out by leaving a general sat temptingly close in front? Cole's men. Condition's okay. Okay, condition for these three isn't too bad. But let's let it stock up before we go in and fight. Oh, wait. I need to do a prisoner exchange here. So how do we do this? Army, prisoners. So we do actually have quite a few in. At the moment, because we don't have any of our prisoners in their prisons, all we can do is ask for a ransom. So, after tense deliberations and financial arrangements, a ransom agreement was reached. A substantial amount of gold and resources was pledged. And we took it off them. Excellent. Alright, I would say you guys are recovering, right? Not quite fully rested. The ammunition supply hasn't fully recovered. That's something I need to keep an eye on here. Let's go in. We outnumber these guys over 2 to 1. Even so, it'll require a little bit of intelligent positioning here. Oh, they've got artillery as well. We should have looked. I should have looked to see if we'd managed to capture some cool artillery pieces from that last fight, and I could maybe replace my galloper guns with something better. We will check that out after this one. Okay, looks like we're deployed together nicely. Are we all in one massive deployment box? We are. Okay, that's better. You see how positioning your forces before the fight is kind of important. Let's put those in. We'll have someone else on the other flank. Actually, let's put... Yeah, we can get 3 in there, I think. And then reserves, or at least something over there. Artillery takes the centre. Put the general up there. And we need to pick a flank. Oh, we can see the enemy. Okay, there's artillery. Let's put the militia over there. And off we go. Right, so the militia are going to deploy like this. We would like to deploy our regulars in the woods, where we can get them some tasty cover. Let's just see if we can get that line done a bit better. Oh! Stop! Just get into the woods. That'll have to do. The enemy are going to be in better positions. The artillery. We don't want to mask the artillery because friendly fire is a thing in this, and it's not very good to be stood in front of artillery batteries at close range. Okay, let's make sure that I am in the middle of this, and let's see where this develops now. I did not expect the British to come marching on. I'm going to just run into there and try and get some better cover. Hold. Hold. Plug that gap in the line. Okay, you guys hold. Everybody, why have you advanced like that? That was not the plan. Okay, I think we can actually envelop them here. Meanwhile, the militia has very nicely gone around. I like how this battle is full of fog. That's a nice random weather effect. I don't see a really good line to shoot with the cannons in here. Ooh, maybe... I don't know how firing out of woods is handled in this game for artillery. They are hitting something, and I don't know if cannonballs bounce in this. I don't know if the mechanics allow for that. For those who don't know, solid shot, if shot... Oh, okay, right, pause, hang on, this is suddenly... Right, everybody go for those and run. The enemy suddenly realised, nope, I'm going to try and charge a few in. We might catch them if we're lucky. This is where we need cavalry, but unfortunately we don't have cavalry. Hold fire. What we want is that. We want the 4 artillery pieces above all else. Charge. I don't want to get them involved. I just want to get the artillery involved here. Well, we've caught them. That's nice. And for all these are militia, they are making a nice job of those artillerymen. This is excellent. We've caught some on this side. I wonder if I should have sent more in. I think I could have caught more there. I honestly do. I think I could have done better. Oh, they're blocked. We can't do it. Okay, we're still chasing them, though. What we can do is actually occupy those guns. So, that thing, we can capture guns in this. We've charged into them. Beautiful. Friendly fire. Yeah, that's not good, guys. Let's get out the way of the cannons, because we've got some enthusiastic amateurs manning these guns now. And I would not want to be stood anywhere near them. Looks like we didn't actually manage to capture any of the red coats. That's fine, though. If we'd positioned ourselves on the battle map differently, I think we maybe could have done. We're not going to capture them. We may as well just halt. Yay, we got the company of artillerymen. Excellent. Okay, that'll do. We're not going to get to shoot this, are we? No. Good. That'll do. We'll take that. That'll do. So we lost 96 men, and they lost 191, with 48 missing. Oh, we got the 4 guns, though. Did we get the 4 guns? Let's see if that loads in and see if we got them. Alright, let's find out what happens after that. So you'll notice there's still some skirmishing going on here. Right, let's move in and occupy. Exchange complete. Oh, that was the mission for the prisoner exchange. Very good. And musket production. At the moment, the foundation of our army is the local militia. People yearn for freedom, but a disorganized crowd will not be able to defend it effectively against a well-trained army. The soldiers require equipment, so it is essential to establish the production of muskets as soon as possible. We basically need to get some muskets made, and I need to keep an eye on Boston here, because I do not want to get caught out down here. Right, oh, there's 700 men coming out here. They're not going to... If it's just 700, that's fine. We can actually take them. Let's take them. That's just a gift. That is an absolute gift. Alright, I wonder if we can actually deploy in such a way as to just draw them into a massive trap. Like, if we put everything at the back down here, and then everything else on this side, or even on this side, can we actually outflank them? I'm going to leave the artillery where they can shoot. And we've got some infantry backup. Okay. And we actually can take some infantry down here. For even more flanking. Oh, we can't because that's the end of their box. Alright. Right, start battle. Now, the enemy may just run away from this altogether. Oh, no, I've over-zoomed. We don't like that view. So let me try and... We'll send some guys up there. And we'll send some guys... Oh, here we go. Here we go, right. The general's seen them. That's excellent. What we want to do is go that side and not be noticed. And then get round behind them. And you three, just form a line here. Make it look like we're going to... into the woods. Make it look like we're just going to stand there and take it in the face. If you like. Oh, nice. There's stuff coming up there. Let me get the guns forward. I think this is going to be actually an important thing to do. Let's get some reinforcements up. Come on. Do not let those gunners deploy. Charge. 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 Okay, that's we got spotted, I think. We're not going to catch them. They've run. That would have been a shame, but we are going to try and massacre these cannons over here. So we can't tell from this what type they are. If I hold Alt or Shift and Control and charge, no, it doesn't automatically do it. Friendly fire is not what we want to see there. There is no need for friendly fire. Everything into melee, please. Right, they've surrendered. Okay, job done. Whoop. Oh, again with that stupid zoom. Right, global map. So they lost the 4 guns. This makes a bit more sense. Medium casualties on the... but that wasn't us. Was it us? Maybe it was. Is this kills, not casualties? This should be kill. I don't know. Okay. Alright, well, the little contingent that came from Boston has just been sent packing. And what we have to do is very carefully... because I want to capture that. These guys want to get in here. I do not want to attract the ire of the British Army in Boston, because that could be catastrophic. So I've got 37 days to produce some muskets. Come on, Markgfl, get those rewards. Get those rewards. Brilliant. 36 muskets, 1 cannon, 0 horses. I'm going to stay here so I can see if anything comes out of there. But we're going to take the opportunity to just quickly reinforce in there. These guys have arrived here. So, this is where we go and have a look. So the army is in Middlesbrough. Now, let's see if we can edit this unit. I'm quite happy with how the artillery's been performing so far. So, they're currently armed with 3-pounder Galloper guns. We don't have enough in the arsenal. We've got 3 6-pounder field guns. So, we have none of the others at all. So, it looks like, for all we captured them on the battlefield, the game hasn't given them to us. And I don't appreciate that. Let's have a look at the market, though, because this could make a difference. So we've got 36,000 in gold. On the market, there's 136 of these Charleville muskets. Let's buy all them. And the Spanish. Now, we can also buy the brown breasts. We've got some in storage, and there's 40 available. I mean, we're capturing them. It makes sense. They're good muskets. Let's buy what we can. And the short ones, are these for dragoons? These might... I don't know. I don't want to buy them in case they're not. Having said that, they're better than civilian muskets. What's that mean? Is that reload speed? I'm guessing that's reload speed. They're long. I think that means they're longer to reload. Anyway, let's have a look at the cannon. There's none on the market. So we have 3 in storage. So we have captured 3, which is very nice. We can't buy any. I can buy 4-pounder Galloper guns, which are about 50% more effective than the 3-pounders. Actually, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking that a higher number for reload, as in a higher written number, is a faster reload. That would make sense over the 6-pounder field guns. So those short brown vest muskets are probably faster to reload, which would make possibly a bit sense. Shorter weapon, quicker reload, potentially. Let me know what you think if you fired one. So I could buy... How much are they? 750. If I buy 4 of these for 3,000... let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to buy them. And then we go to Middlesbrough. We find our artillery unit. We edit it. And we change that over to the 4-pounder Galloper gun. Yeah, I think that's just a nice... What is nice is that it shows you the charts there. Damage 15 to 95. Damage... Oh yeah, let's go for it. We can afford that. Very nice. I think that's cool. So also, I don't know that I want to leave my army in Middlesbrough, because this looks like a place where I could get trapped. I want to be able to retreat. So I might just leave nothing there whatsoever. I'm happy, actually. Let's get these guys out. Let's retreat back to Providence for the time being, and reassess our options from there. Schoolhouse in Hartford is complete. Nice. We've got points. Oh, we've got points. Okay. Let's go to Newport. And construction management. See, Hartford's still trying to build this to get the muskets going. Fort Stevens. This is construction materials. Leicester's got some. Middlesbrough's got some. Portsmouth. Oh, well, okay. This is a number. I think, is this how much it's making? I need to look at some stats for this. Let us put in there production infrastructure and get a factory. Okay. That's used all of our materials. And we'll see where we go from there. Alright folks, what do you think of this game so far? Our rebellion is in full swing and is only the 8th of May 1775. We'll see what the British do next. We need to try and pick off them where they're weak and avoid that horde of redcoats sitting in Boston. I do not want to get trapped by them with my fledgling army. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you'd like to command a regiment. I will try and add you in, add your name in here. And of course, I will catch you again on the next one.